Everybody, what's up? I hope everyone's having a great day. As you guys know, it's been a minute since I've posted a video. I've been busy getting hotspots ready, getting them deployed, just doing some testing. This is basically the inside of a hotspot. It's the inside of a rack wireless hotspot, and just if anyone's interested to see what it looks like inside the box. But this is the MNTD gold spot miner. This is actually up and running and performing quite well so far. I actually had to replace this hotspot because I wanted to see the performance of the gold spot miner in a really good location. So that being said, let's actually go and check it out. So, if you don't know who I am, my name is Simon. I am the CTO and founder of PSB Advanced Technology. We're here to bridge the gap between IoT and you. Our goal is to create LoRaWAN and 5G coverage zones to transition any town into a smart zone. We want to do this for what? Well, for LoRa compatible sensors. Helium is an amazing project, and there's more to Helium than just mining HNT. The reason why we're deploying these hotspots is because we want to create coverage for LoRaWAN compatible sensors. There are sensors like a GPS sensor that you can use to keep track of assets, or even a water leak sensor, a soil sensor, or an FSR sensor or proximity sensor. All of these sensors can be used in many different ways, and there are use cases amongst use cases that will help enhance our world to the next level. I envision a future, an IoT future, where everything is connected and we're gathering data, and we get to spend more time analyzing that data and providing preventative data solutions. The way we could provide preventative data solutions is by simply creating locations that have sensors. And for those sensors to work, well, we need to build the network infrastructure. And the first step to building that network infrastructure is deploying out Helium hotspots. At PSB Advanced Technology, we nickname our hotspots the Future Spot. And anyone that is a host of our team gets rewarded passive income every month by hosting one of our Future Spots. Now, if you want to purchase your own hotspot, you can use one of the links in the description below and get yourself a hotspot to help us build out the IoT network of the future. So, if you aren't aware of what's been going on within the Helium ecosystem, I'm going to catch you up right now. So let's head on over to the Helium blog. So, recently on my last video, we were going over the asset tracking, and actually, there's a lot of things that we need to catch up on. So in San Jose, that was the first city to launch an initiative on the People's Network to bridge the community and bridge the digital divide. Basically, they want to provide hotspots to individuals in the community to help cover their internet costs. And this is a really fantastic initiative, and I'm actually trying to get that done within my own city of Aberdeen as well. But, I did send an email over to the mayor's office. Didn't hear anything back yet, but that's perfectly fine. I'll keep deploying hotspots and creating new coverage zones. Well, and then eventually the network will already be built, and then maybe we can see if something can come after that. But in the city of San Jose, here is the heart of Silicon Valley, they set an example for how to solve problems with emergent technologies and public-private partnerships. The mayor over there said, hey, becoming a smarter city means that emergent technologies improve how we serve our community, making it safer, more sustainable, and more equitable. This is the first of kinds of partnership between the mayor's office, Helium, and CETF represents one of many innovative public-private partnership models that we're advancing to bridge the digital divide for residents. Now, that is really a fantastic thing, and I just want to applaud the city of San Jose for looking into the future and for also helping us in building out the people's network. So let's head on back. They weren't the only ones to see the fantastic advantages of the Helium blockchain. If you're new to my channel, there's one thing that I like to say a lot, and Helium has given us the missing link. Helium is the merge of three technologies: the past, the present, and the future. The past being radio frequency, the present being wireless network, and the future being blockchain technology. With the merge of all three of these technologies, they have given us the missing link to the IoT mission. IoT stands for Internet of Things. And for our world to be connected, we need a network infrastructure. This blockchain that Helium has created gives us the proof of coverage consensus, and with proof of coverage, it allows us to basically verify that hotspots are located where they say they are. So people aren't gaming the network. And if you are gaming the network, come on, don't screw this up for everybody else. Help us out by deploying hotspots correctly and placing your hotspots in locations where they need to be. Help us create coverage in dead zones, and you can help us by mapping out the network with something like this. This is called a TT-Go. You can map out the, it's the TT-Go. You can map out the network with something like this, or you can get something advanced like this. This is called the Glamos. I use this for mapping out and finding new coverage zones and dead zones. The Glamos is a device that allows me to figure out where hotspots are, where the coverage ends. And here's what the Glamos looks like. And I got a couple stickers in the back as well. So when I deploy my hotspots, I can immediately verify the coverage that it's providing with this device, and at the same time I can see where that coverage zone ends. And basically this mimics a sensor. So just if we were going to put a real sensor out in the field to start using the network, because that is the ultimate goal. It's not mining. Mining is the incentive to help us build this network infrastructure, and it's a really amazing incentive at it. But don't forget, the whole point of building out this network is for network users, so we can provide preventative data solutions, and the way that we do that is by LoRa compatible sensors. And at the same time, we're creating a foundation for the decentralized wireless network future. This is going to be a future where the people owns the network, where the people can help us build out the infrastructure, and we can strategize together to have a better tomorrow, a better future, a way to enhance your future self. Now, let's head on over to the newest article, because this is a fantastic partnership and collaboration with Dish Network. You remember Dish Network, that old, satellite company that I don't even know. Are they still providing satellite dishes to people? I used to be a customer of them, but hey, we had to part our ways. But now Dish is back. And if you don't know about Dish, well, you've probably been living under a rock. See, this is the first major carrier to bring Helium 5G to the people. And it's just really fantastic because Freedom Fi has created a hotspot for 5G. Alright? So the best part about the Freedom Fi is that you can use it as a LoRa hotspot. But at the same time, if you want to get a radio and if you want to set it up as a 5G coverage antenna radio, and then you can do that with the Freedom Fi. And it looks like we are getting some assistance from Dish to help us deploy out the 5G network infrastructure. So we're going to go and read this article. For anyone that's new to my channel, I like to go over this and read it out loud because it helps me to understand what's going on. And at the same time, maybe you don't like reading and you're working out or you're cleaning or you're doing something else. So I'm here to read out this article to you and also provide some of my thoughts along the way. So Amir Helium has done a fantastic job with coming up writing this article, so thank you for doing that. This came out October 26th, and let's get to it. So what if you could get 5G from your neighbor? This is the vision that has motivated us from the early days of Helium. A distributed future where wireless infrastructure is built, maintained, and controlled by anyone and everyone, including your neighbor. Fast forward to the present. That vision is now becoming a reality just 2 years after officially launching the Helium network in 2019. Helium represents a fundamentally new blockchain-based approach with a radically reduced cost structure to deploying and managing a wireless network at scale. We currently have over 256,000 hotspots now live across 22,431 cities and 144 countries. We've proven that there's power in wireless infrastructure owned and operated by the people. You see, back in April, there was a path to share, we shared the path to 5G, the second major wireless network supported by the Helium blockchain. Today, we take a huge step in our mission with the announcement of a Helium 5G partnership between Dish and Helium Inc., an innovator in the telco space. Dish understands the tremendous impact blockchain can make on the industry and the benefits of an H&T incentive model. H&T is the token symbol for anyone that's completely brand new to Helium, or if you're still waiting for your Helium hotspot to arrive, don't worry, you'll be part of the team soon. Just be patient. Trust me, I had to wait 8 months before I got my hotspot, so I completely understand. With their partnership, both consumers and enterprises will benefit from this novel approach, and Helium 5G will reach a much broader audience. The 5G tipping point. Helium 5G was approved by the community less than 6 months ago to enable connectivity for high bandwidth devices such as phones. Starting in September, Freedom Fi began shipping the first batch of compatible gateways to consumers across the US with an incredible backlog of demand. I still need to actually order my Freedom Fi. I've been on the wait list. I've just been so busy. I can't wait to get that Freedom Fi so I can show you what it looks like. By the end of 2022, Freedom Fi predicts Helium 5G could span over 40,000 small cells, making it larger than many small cell networks to date. In addition to first gateways being deployed, we're also seeing a significant increase in network providers and MVNOs wanting to offer roaming on the Helium network to their customer base, which includes Fortune 500 companies with IoT deployments such as Volvo and Cisco to consumers with compatible 5G phones. GigSky recently launched their very first cellular mobile plan on Helium 5G, where the GigSky app will seamlessly roam between its US nationwide network and Helium-based CBRS offload network, prioritizing the latter where coverage is available and optimizing costs to the consumer. And today, Dish becomes the first major carrier in the telco industry to join us in our mission by extending the Helium network with customers deploying their own Helium 5G CBRS-based hotspots. Imagine a city like Miami powered by Helium 5G, where the customer benefits from the flywheel of network incentives and the connected infrastructure it enables. While it sounds like an audacious vision far from what we know, it is actually a reality just around the corner thanks to the community and Helium 5G partners like Dish, Freedom Fi, and GigSky. Soon, you really will be able to get 5G from your neighbor. This is a monumental moment for the People's Network and a tipping point on the path to 5G we will look back on for years to come. With this announcement, we're super thrilled to welcome Dish to the ecosystem as we work together to push the bounds of what's possible on Helium 5G. This is really fantastic. I'm super excited. I've been part of the Helium ecosystem for over a year now and just been working on my Helium 25 growth plan. We're deploying hotspots to create LoRaWAN coverage, and we'll soon be able to provide 5G coverage as well as soon as our Freedom Fi hotspot comes in. So this is really cool. So I hope you guys enjoyed that one, and let's just head on back to that blog real quickly just to see if there's anything else I wanted to show you. So this is a product that is actually really cool too. So this is introducing the people's products. Alright, so Rack Wireless is one of the manufacturing vendors of the Helium ecosystem, and they created the Rack V2 hotspot. They also have the Rack WisNODE for smarter homes and businesses. With hotspot coverage and now 21,000, like the 5G article had 22. We're growing at exponential rates right now. Look, 142 countries. We just got 144. So we're still growing. IoT, the Internet of Things. Devices have come to life across the globe. These solutions belong to both the people of the Helium network and as well to companies making use of the network's ubiquitous LoRaWAN coverage. Whether a solution is used for GPS tracking of a pet, belonging, or loved one, or for an industrial case such as fleet management, water leak detection, or smart parking, the network provides valuable coverage to help people with what they care about most. Highlighting the vast nature of inspiring use cases is why we first introduced the people's products a couple of months back. Since then, we've received some incredible submissions from developers and businesses in the ecosystem. Today, we're thrilled to showcase one of the latest IoT contributions from Rack Wireless, the first to come in a series of product highlights. Let's say hello to the WisNODE Button 4K. Basically, the WisNODE Button 4K from Rack Wireless is known to many in the Helium community as simply a hotspot manufacturer, but the company is that and much more. In fact, Rack Wireless can better be described as a global market leader in constantly evolving IoT landscape. As a leader in a global market, Rack Wireless focuses on helping organizations and individuals eliminate connectivity and interoperability barriers through high performance, energy efficient solutions. This goal ultimately lowers design complexities and accelerates time to market for underserved and emerging markets, including open source and industrial communities. Most recently, Rack Wireless released the all-new WisNODE Button 4K, which is a compact wireless IoT button controller that can be installed practically anywhere there's Helium network coverage. You see, so that's why we're building out the IoT network of the future. That is why we're providing hotspots throughout the community so we can create LoRaWAN coverage. So basically, anybody in any business, small business, large business, medium-sized business, it doesn't matter. You can focus on preventative data solutions. And after we deploy out our hotspots, we will also be providing sensors to help you learn how you can utilize IoT in your business and enhance your future self. You like how I keep throwing that in there, right? So, basically, what is this WisNODE Button 4K, right? So, it's deployed for months on a single chart, and it's ready to transmit data at any time. So as long as there's Helium coverage, network coverage, you can utilize a LoRa compatible device. So this product, well, it has 4 buttons, of course, alright, and so when you press a button, LED lights signal that the action is received by the Helium network. Now let me show you something that is a little bit similar. Let me pause this real quick and I will get... Hey, what's going on? Alright, I'm back. So, basically, what I wanted to show you was an example of a GPS tracker. Alright, I know this is quite big, but there are different sizes. There's different kinds you can get as well. Alright. So, just like this only has one button. And when you click that button, see that light turns green? Alright, so this is sending a packet, and we can verify that packet as well. I'll show you how. This is called a Dragino LPS8. You can use this as a light hotspot on the network, and this is used specifically for sensors and creating coverage as well. You won't be able to mine off of this. You will be able to get data mining from it, but that's about it. But not proof of coverage. But maybe that will change in the future. But as of right now, okay. So I do want to show you the SafePal. I'm working on trying to get HNT on the SafePal. But so stay tuned for that video in the future. I know I have a lot of videos to make up for. So this is GPS tracker, and obviously if anyone doesn't know, this is a rack wireless Helium hotspot, and this is what's providing coverage for LoRaWAN compatible sensors. All right, and it looks just like this. This is different from the gold spot. All right, the gold spot miner, the MNTD, is a limited edition one that has more RAM, and it looks cooler. All right, so hey, let's go check out this. Let's go check this out. All right, so that is the 4K button. Well, let's finish up this article. So how can you use that WisNODE button 4K? So it can be utilized for a number of use cases, only limited by your imagination. So from customer feedback in hotels to public facility cleanliness. So let's see, how can we use this as a customer feedback device? Well, the WisNODE button 4K allows managers to collect customer feedback related to a particular service, such as experiences within hospitality. For example, a hotel in Colombia places the button on their reception desk to elicit guest feedback with just one click instead of spamming survey emails. That's an awesome idea. Guaranteed cleanliness. Ensuring cleanliness in public areas is difficult without instant feedback and real-time monitoring. The WisNODE button 4K does all this and more to provide managers with data when it matters most. For instance, a facility manager may desire increased insight into facility restrooms. Having regular cleanliness checks by staff members takes time away from performing other tasks. However, you can have a WisNODE button 4K within the room and may collect instant feedback, ultimately notifying staff when their attendance is really required. So you can go ahead and click the button. Helium makes such simple and easy to install solutions even more effortless with the low power draw required to send data on the Helium network and at low cost data transmissions. That was from the hotel manager. So Helium network plus rack equals easy IoT. The process of setting up the button on the Helium network is simple process. Small quantity buyers, for example, can buy a single button and deploy it simply by using the provided tool. You can connect the WisNODE to your computer and configure it using the rack serial port tool. Create a device on the Helium console, input device details to the WisNODE button 4K. Connect Helium console with the rack WisNODE button 4K dashboard and select your favorite IoT data service and access data such as frequency and timestamp of each button press. The system allows buyers to gain access to data that would have previously required either an expensive bespoke system or an antiquated system. It also negates the need for extensive monitoring, such as manually collecting and counting responses. For larger quantity buyers, well, there's also a complete list of EUI and keys to batch load devices either on the Helium console or private OUI deployments. So I'm just going to show you quickly what the console looks like. So the Helium Console is where you can manage sensors, and that's where I manage some of my sensors as well. And you can create devices on here, so you can track the packets going in and out. So here, as you can see, we have our devices. My future GPS is not connected at the moment, but you can see I have a temperature humidity sensor. We got the TT-Go, we got the Glamos Future Spot. As you can see, they were just recently used. Okay, so, and this is where you can see packets that were just sent. All right, and you can just verify all of that. So we got, this is a door sensor. So we can see that the door was just a window and door sensor. You can track to see when the door was open, which hotspots it was connected to, that got that information. Now, I just opened up the door. We're going to have to do some more management to check out how much, how many times it's actually being used. The battery might be getting a little low there. So we can, let's see if we can get this future GPS up and running. And let me check my Glamos. This was connected. Oh wait, we can check it right here. And the TT-Go at 10:10. All right, so the TT-Go is currently sending out a message was just sent. Let's check. All right. Oh yeah, right here. Okay. At 10:10. The hotspot. They got the RSSI and SNR values, and we got our integrated message here. I don't have any integrations set up for this, but another one was sent. Let me see. Let's refresh the page. Yep, right here. There we go. 10:14. As you guys can see, uplink. Here it goes. All right. So that's the TT-Go. This is the Helium LoRaWAN network coverage, live right now being used. This is our temperature and humidity sensor, and this is actually working right now. It looks like something was just sent. Okay. So if you, and all right, so, and this is our integration. So it looks like we have successful response and request. And let me show you how we can check that data. So now that the devices are working, so you're like, all right, so integration, what does that even mean, right? I gotta put some labels here too. And the only one that's not connected is my GPS. So we'll get that reconnected again. Alright, so that's going to get connected there. Alright, so now, alright, up here, this is the DC balance. Wow, I'm getting low. I had 500. So this is DC credit. So every time we are using, alright, so this is your DC credits, your data credits, alright. This is what's used to handle the packets. Alright, and H&T is burned, alright, to create data credits. So that's another way of how Helium is a deflationary ecosystem as well, and then you can purchase data credits by either with a credit card or with Helium as well. So you can enter how many, say if you want, you know, 1,000,000 data credits, all right, that'll cost you $10. So you can burn HNT to DC to get some. And the way to do that is you got your QR code right here, and then you can use your Helium command line interface tool wallet, or you can just scan this with the QR code right here. But we can go ahead and close that right now. We don't need that open, but just want to let you guys know. But here you can see HNT was burned back in July 14th, had 500,000 or so data credits, and we're still at 200. So we still have about 6.8 million remaining bytes. So there we go. All right, so now I just want to show you quickly how you can look at the data. Let me just figure out where it's at. Oh shoot. Darn it, I can't remember my site. Is it this one? I don't think I was using Data Cake. No, I wasn't using Data Cake, but Data Cake is a way that you can set up integrations here. Actually, probably need to set this one up, and then you can add a dashboard. Let's close that. And devices and stuff. You can add devices here. As you can see, you want LoRaWAN. We're gonna want to pick the sensor. We'll do that on another video. Darn it, what is the oh shoot. Oh, well, let's check this newest. Let's check out the gold spot miner real quick as I try to remember. Alright, so this is the most recent hotspot that we just got deployed. Currently at 8 witnesses so far. What's our furthest distance? We have about 11 kilometers, 10 kilometers. This is the activity. This is where you want, you can check out to see, how your witnessed beacons and mining rewards and all of that. You can also check to see how many hotspots you have. As of right now, we have 12 on the wallet, but not all of them are connected. We're still deploying out hotspots. Still have a lot of work to do. This is another new one that actually am waiting to contact the host so we can go ahead and fix the relayed issue. So for anyone that just got a hotspot, you have to remember to set up the port forwarding, because I want to show you the difference. So you see this one doesn't have port forwarding, right? But this hotspot that's next to it, which is also mine as well, is not relayed, and these are all just brand new, like brand spanking new. And as you can see so far, what it's been earning, and it does, you can see that this one does better. All right, in the last 30 days, this one is performing better because this hotspot is not relayed. All right, that is doing its witness. So, but as for this hotspot, it is relayed. All right, so now check its earnings. It's damn near cut in half. Okay, so that is the difference between a relayed and not relayed hotspot when it comes to it's not for everybody, but I'm just saying, like, just go through the processes to make sure that your hotspot is not being relayed. You know, this area, I remember when I first started, there were like no hotspots around, and we are currently doing quite well. We still have so much more work to do. All of this area, we have hotspots. We got the, you know, this is a lone wolf, but it's all right because I anticipate more hotspots coming around here. And you know, this is the city. You know, some of these hotspots should be moved, but you know, it is what it is. But either way, let's just zoom out and take a look at this map because it's really fantastic. And to close out this video, I just want to show you that the last thing I do to manage my hotspots and to manage my installs, I utilize Hotspotty. Hotspotty is an all-in-one tool for building out the Helium network. Stay tuned for my next video where I'll spend some more time going through this demo. Well, this is a really long video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I will actually try to make a shorter video next time. Alright, catch you guys on the next one.